Well, the twin flame journey isn't the cosmic romance novel you signed up for. There's no sweeping orchestral score when you lock eyes across a crowded room. No guaranteed happily ever after wrapped in a bow. What there is, though, something far more interesting, a backstage pass to your own soul's evolution, complete with plot twists, existential crises, and a love story that rewrites itself when you least expect it. You've probably noticed by now, this path has a peculiar way of dismantling every polished daydream you've ever had about the one. Just when you think you've decoded the universe's blueprint, the walls fold inward like origami, revealing hidden chambers of your psyche you didn't even know existed. Frustrating? Absolutely. But here's the secret hiding in plain sight. The mess is the masterpiece. Those sleepless nights, obsessing over their mixed signals, the gut punch of separation, the eerie synchronicities that feel like the universe is trolling you. They're not roadblocks. They're breadcrumbs leading you somewhere far more profound than mere reunion. Think of it like learning a new language, one where heartbreak, longing, and self-doubt are actually vocabulary words for a deeper dialect of love. You stumble through awkward translations at first. Why does their silence feel like a physical wound? Until one day, the grammar clicks. You realize the intense magnetism wasn't just about them. It was about the dormant parts of you they awakened. The chaser dynamic? A dramatic reenactment of how you've abandoned yourself in past relationships. The runner's retreat, a mirror for your own fear of true intimacy. Every chaotic twist is an invitation to dig for gold in your own shadows. And here's the radical part. This journey doesn't actually require your twin flame's physical presence to do its work. Whether they're sitting across from you at breakfast or living on another continent, the transformation happens within you. The real magic isn't in the reunion, though that can be glorious. It's in the quiet revolution of becoming someone who no longer needs the reunion to feel whole. So if you're tired of the toxic twin flame, TikTok spirals, and vague psychic predictions that leave you more confused than ever, take a deep breath. This isn't about waiting for external validation. It's about uncovering the love story already written in your bones. Ready to turn the page? Let's talk about the one thing nobody really wants to do on the twin flame journey. The thing we all try to dodge, like a Monday morning alarm. Radical self-honesty. That brutal, unflinching stare into the mirror where every flaw, every unhealed wound, every defensive reflex grins back at you like a smug cat who just knocked over your favorite mug. You know the one. Here's the cosmic joke. Your twin flame isn't just your other half. They're a walking, talking, soul-shaking exposure device. They trigger you not because they're cruel, but because the universe has a dark sense of humor and a PhD in accelerated growth. Think of them as your personal spiritual boot camp instructor yelling, "Drop the ego, give me 20 reps of vulnerability." While you wheeze, "But I signed up for romance, not therapy." Ever notice how the stuff you refuse to acknowledge in yourself magically appears in your twin flame? They're impatient. Oops. Turns out you've been bearing your own frustration under a mountain of people-pleasing. They pull away. Funny, you've been emotionally ghosting yourself for years. The twin flame dynamic is like holding up a disco ball in a dark room. Suddenly, all the hidden facets of your psyche are glittering under a very unfluorescent light, And here's the kicker: you can't outsmart this. You can manifest, meditate, and affirm until your candles burn out. But if you skip the self-honesty step, you're just rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. The universe will keep sending you the same lesson, louder and messier, until you finally sigh and say, "Fine, I'll deal with it." Radical honesty isn't self-flagellation, it's freedom. It's admitting, yeah, I've got trust issues, instead of blaming your twin for making you anxious. It's catching yourself playing manipulative mind games. We've all done it. And laughing at your own drama. It's saying, I'm terrified of abandonment, and that's why I'm clingy, instead of pretending you're just really passionate. This is where the magic happens. When you stop hiding from your shadows, they lose power. That fear of rejection, once you name it, it's just a feeling, not a prophecy. That ego that screams, "They're the problem." It deflates like a whoopee cushion the second you whisper, "Okay, maybe I'm part of this too." The wildest part? The truth doesn't weigh you down. It unburdens you. Every time you admit, "I'm jealous," or "I'm scared," or "I've been acting needy," you shed another layer of the armor that's been keeping love out. Your twin flame might still drive you up the wall, but now you'll laugh instead of spiral. The journey stops feeling like a punishment and starts feeling like, well, a journey. So here's your assignment. Don't worry, no grades. The next time your twin flame triggers you, ask, "What's this really about?" And then, here's the hard part. Listen, the answer's already in you. It's just waiting for you to stop running. And if you're thinking, "Ugh, but that's work," congrats. You're officially human. Now go be a brave one. You know that feeling when you're trying to fall asleep, and the harder you try, the more awake you become. Welcome to the twin flame journey's greatest paradox. The more you cling to the idea of union, the more it slips through your fingers like a bar of soap in a steamy shower. Think of your twin flame connection like a butterfly. Chase it, and it flutters away. Sit still, and it might just land on your shoulder. The universe operates on divine timing, not your impatience. And let's be real, how many times have you refreshed their social media, analyzed their vague texts, or mentally rehearsed the perfect reunion like it's an Oscar-winning screenplay? No judgment. We've all been there. But here's the truth. Attachment isn't love. It's fear in disguise. Fear that if you let go, they'll disappear forever. Fear that if you stop trying, the connection wasn't real. But real love doesn't need force. It doesn't need tracking their location or manifesting them into your DMs at 2 a.m. Real love is trust in them, in yourself, and in the unseen forces that brought you together in the first place. Surrender isn't giving up. It's giving over to faith, to growth, to the possibility that separation might be the exact medicine you both need. Imagine your twin flame journey as a river. You can swim against the current, exhausting yourself, or you can float, trusting that the water knows where it's going. And here's the funny thing. The moment you stop obsessing, the universe starts conspiring. Synchronicities pop up. Inner peace settles in. You start attracting experiences and people that align with your highest self, not just your lonely hearts club fantasies. Detachment isn't cold indifference. It's expansive love. It's saying, I love you enough to let you be where you need to be, even if that's not with me right now. I trust this journey enough to focus on my own evolution, not just our reunion. If we're meant to be, no amount of space can break us. And if we're not, well, something better is coming. That last one stings a little, doesn't it? But deep down, love shouldn't feel like a hostage negotiation. Ever notice how life loves a good plot twist? The second you stop needing your twin flame to complete you, the second you become whole on your own, that's often when the magic happens. Not always in the way you expected, but always in the way you needed. So here's your challenge. Live like they're already here, or like you're already free. Dance in your kitchen. Travel solo. Build a life so full that their presence would be a bonus, not a lifeline. Because that's the secret sauce of the twin flame journey. You are never half of anything. You are always whole. And if they come back, beautiful. If they don't, even more beautiful. Because now you're someone who doesn't settle for less than divine alignment. Now that's a happy ending, with or without them. Let's talk about the most scandalous, rebellious thing you can do on the twin flame journey. Something so radical, it might just short-circuit your entire belief system about love. Ready? Stop waiting for your twin flame to complete you and start realizing you were never incomplete to begin with. I know. Easier said than done when your heart feels like it's been cracked open and left on the sidewalk. But stick with me. We've been conditioned to believe love is something we find, something that happens to us, like winning the cosmic lottery. But here's the truth. Your twin flame is trying to drill into your stubborn, romantic heart. They aren't the source of your wholeness. They're the mirror reflecting it back to you. And if you keep staring into that mirror, begging for validation, you'll miss the most important love story of all. The one where you finally show up for yourself. Think about it. Why does their absence feel like a gaping hole? Because somewhere along the way, you handed them the job of filling voids they were never meant to fill. Your worth, your security, your joy, those were always yours to claim. Your twin flame's real purpose, to remind you where the treasure's been buried the whole time. It's under your own 2 feet. Here's where it gets wild. The more you pour into yourself, the more you become your own safe haven, your own biggest fan, your own soft place to land, the less desperate you feel for their presence. And guess what? That's usually when the universe goes, oh, now you're ready. Not because you've performed enough healing gymnastics to earn them, but because you've finally stopped putting love on layaway, waiting for someone else to validate your existence. Try this experiment. For one day, treat yourself the way you secretly hope your twin flame would. Speak kindly to yourself. Set boundaries without guilt. Do something frivolously joyful just because. Notice how the air changes when you stop outsourcing your happiness to some future version of love. This isn't some fluffy self-help trope. It's spiritual physics. Like attracts like. When you stop vibrating at the frequency of lack, you stop attracting half-hearted connections, breadcrumbs, and maybes. You start magnetizing relationships that match your newfound wholeness, and whether that includes your twin flame or not becomes almost irrelevant, because you've built something unshakable within yourself. So here's your invitation. Fall in love with the person who's been there all along. You, not the perfected future version of you. The messy, glorious, work in progress, right now, you. Because that's the love that changes everything. That's the love no separation can touch. And who knows? Maybe your twin flame will catch up. Or maybe you'll realize you were the destination all along. Either way, you win. You know that moment when you're floating in the ocean and you stop fighting the waves, when you finally relax into the saltwater embrace, letting it carry you instead of exhausting yourself trying to control where it takes you. That's the secret no one tells you about the twin flame journey. It's not about steering the ship. It's about learning to trust the tide. You can't control the wind, but you can always direct the sail so that you reach your goal. Here's the cosmic punchline. The harder you try to force alignment, the more you throw the universe's choreography out of whack. Think of it like this. Your twin flame connection is a delicate ecosystem, not a DIY project. You wouldn't rush a rose to bloom by prying open its petals, would you? Some things need darkness. Some need time. Some need to fall apart before they can come together in a way that actually lasts. Those periods of radio silence, the heart-wrenching no-contact phases, they're not punishment, they're incubation. This is when you're both being recalibrated at a soul level, like software updating in the background, while your conscious mind throws a tantrum about the slow progress bar. Ever notice how the most profound growth often comes after the breaking point? That's because surrender isn't passive. It's an active trust fall into the arms of something wiser than your fears. When you stop obsessing over timelines and start asking, what's being forged in me during this waiting? That's when the journey starts to feel less like purgatory and more like sacred ground. Here's where it gets fun. When you release the death grip on outcomes, you start noticing the winks from the cosmos, the songs that play at just the right moment, the random strangers who say exactly what you needed to hear, the numbers that keep appearing like breadcrumbs along the path. These aren't coincidences, they're love letters from the universe saying, you're exactly where you need to be. Keep going. Try this. Next time you're spiraling into what ifs, shift the question. Instead of, when will they come back? Ask, what's here for me to discover right now? Watch how the energy changes when you trade desperation for curiosity. This is the masterclass of twin flames, falling in love with the unfolding itself, not just the fantasy of how it should look. Maybe your reunion happens in this lifetime. Maybe it doesn't. But if you've learned to find divinity in the waiting, wisdom in the wounds, and wholeness in the uncertainty, then you've already won the only prize that matters. So relax, take a deep breath, darling. The tide knows where it's going. Your job? Just keep sailing. So here you stand, at the edge of everything you thought you knew about love, with the rubble of old paradigms at your feet and something luminous stirring in your chest. This journey was never about crafting the perfect love story. It was about becoming the kind of soul who doesn't need a fairy tale to feel whole. And look at you, still breathing, still hoping, still showing up even when the path had disappeared beneath your feet. That's not naivety, that's courage wearing everyday clothes. Perhaps the most radical truth of all is this: your twin flame was never the destination, just the most compelling signpost pointing you home to yourself. Every sleepless night spent untangling your worth from their silence. Every tear that carved rivers through your defenses. Every moment you chose to love without guarantees. These were the secret ingredients of your metamorphosis. You thought you were waiting for them, but all along, you were learning the sacred art of being the love you sought. And now, you get to decide what comes next, not from a place of lack, but from the quiet power of someone who's danced with their shadows and lived to tell the tale. Maybe your stories intertwine again in this lifetime. Maybe they don't. But the real victory? You've unearthed a love that doesn't vanish with distance or time, the kind that lives in the way you hold yourself through uncertainty, in the boundaries that honor your worth, in the unshakable knowing that no absence can diminish your light. So take this heart of yours, battered, wiser, impossibly alive, and step forward, not because the journey is over, but because you've finally become the kind of traveler who finds holy ground wherever you stand. The love that began with a spark across dimensions now burns steady in your bones. And that's the kind of magic no separation can touch. The last page isn't written yet, darling, but for the first time, you hold the pen.